Welcome back to Bowling Over 50. I'm Alan Berger. This channel is designed for bowlers over 50 years old, but we found that we've got a lot of new bowlers coming to the channel, getting tricks and tips and helping them improve, as well as intermediate bowlers just trying to find small little nuggets to help them get better. Today we're going to be talking about the mental game, and I don't know if I'm the right person to be talking about this because my mental game is absolutely terrible. But we're going to go through how to keep your mind focused. So normally I do these videos and I have an idea of what I'm going to be talking about, but we're talking about the mental game here. So we're normally unscripted, but today we've got some bullet points that I want to make sure I hit. So I do have a little cheat sheet down here to help me get through this, but we're going to talk about how to stay mentally focused and what you should be doing and thinking when you're out on the lane. The first thing, and I'm not real sure if this is the most important thing, but the first thing that most bowlers have is a pre-shot routine. It's something that is habit. It is something that they do without thinking. It's unconscious. And in bowling, you don't really want to think too much. You do want to think because it is a very intellectual game because you're dealing with something you can't see. You've got things you need to do, adjustments that need to be made, but you're actually bowling on something that you can't see. So the mental part of bowling is very important. But once you've made decisions, you want to make sure you go make a shot. So the first thing to help you calm your nerves and stay calm and stay focused is a pre-shot routine. Now, a lot of people do all kinds of things. We've got bowlers that I bowl with that get up on the lane and they thump their finger holes and make the popping sound, and then they get up and go. I've seen people switch balls from one side to the other. We get some that you'll see that get set up and they have a little wiggle, trying to get wiggled in the right spot. They move their arm, trying to get their arm in the right slot. I've watched some videos where one gentleman actually makes a little pre-swing before he actually goes and throws the ball. There's all kinds of things you can do. Probably if you're in bowling right now and been bowling for a while, you have a pre-shot routine and you don't even know that you're doing it. But here's mine. So mine is very, very simple. I stand at the back of the approach and I wipe my ball off. I make a couple of passes and then I spin the ball. That's my pre-shot routine. Then when I step up on the lanes, I get my foot set where I want to go. I focus my eyes on down lane at my break point, and then I look at where I want that ball to cross the arrows. All before I put my fingers in the ball. Then I put my fingers in the ball, thumb in the ball, get it in the right spot, and then I go. That is my simple pre-shot routine. I wipe the ball a couple of times. Then I spin the ball a couple of times. Then I step up on the approach, find where I'm standing, look down lane at where I want the ball to go, look at the arrows of where I want the ball to cross the arrows, and then I go. That's how I do it nearly every time, except on spare shots, which I never wipe off my ball when I throw it a spare. I don't know why. It's just something I've never done. Actually, I do know why. I'll tell you why. I want oil on the ball. I don't want the ball to hook. So I never wipe off my spare ball. It does get a little slimy after a while. And I know the oil on the ball probably doesn't make a difference in keeping my ball from hooking, but I never wipe my spare ball off. The other thing in staying mentally aware and keeping the flow of bowling is another aspect of the mental game, is something that also helps speed up the pace of play. Now, I see a lot of amateur bowlers take a lot of time in their approach. They will do their pre-shot routine. They will get here, get set, and then stand here for a long time and sitting there looking at what they're going to be doing. And they're thinking about this. Stay tall, get around it, stay up the back. Don't throw it too hard. Don't throw it too soft. Don't do this, don't do that, and then they go. By the time they've done all that, their thumb is nice and sweaty in the ball, and they have stood here for a long time, and then they go. Usually they don't strike. But here is my suggestion and what I would like you to do. Is back here when you are not on the lane, make your decisions. There's a lot of things to think about, moves you need to make, where you're standing, what you're looking at, where you're going to move to. Do all those things before you get on the lane. So for me, that was a strike, and I'm going to switch balls. I'm throwing that 78U again, just still playing around with it, trying to get better with it. But I'm going to switch balls. So I've got the ball in my hand. I know this one's going to hook more than the 78U. So I'm not on the lane yet. So I am going to make a 3-4 board jump left with my feet, looking down lane, looking at my target. I'm going to make a 1 board move with my eyes, maybe 2 board move. I haven't even stepped on the lane yet. These are the things I'm thinking about. I've already gone through my pre-shot routine. I've wiped the ball off. I'm ready to go. I'm not on the lane. So now I know where I'm going to stand. I'm going to stand on 22, and I am going to look at 8.5. So I do it. Stand at 22, look at 8.5, and then I go. If you make your decisions in the pit area before you even step on the lane, you don't have to make your decisions while you're on the lane. You are already in the process of making your decisions. It speeds up play. When it's your turn to bowl, you've decided where you're standing, what you're looking at, and how hard you're going to throw it. And then you just get in that position and go. Don't stand there thinking about it. The other thing that I want to point out that I do is I have one swing thought. I don't have 50. I don't need 50. What thing in my approach helps me throw a good shot? One thing. What is that one thing that I can think about to help me make a good shot? For me, it is to keep my first 2 steps slow and upright. Slow and upright. That's the only thing I'm thinking about, is slow and upright. So, I like that shot. It was a good shot. I think I'm going to stay right there. I'm going to stand on 22. I'm looking down lane at about 4 or 5. I'm going to be getting the ball about 8.5, 9 at the arrows. I'm going through my pre-shot routine. All right, it's my turn to bowl. 22, hand in the ball, looking at 9.5. Now here's where my one thing, stay slow with your first 2 steps and stay upright. Slow and upright. That's it. Don't think about a million things. Think about one thing. What one thing helps you throw a good shot? So now I've got a spare. I'm not going to think about it on the lane. I've got to wait for the people beside me to go. I know it's a 10 pin. I know where I'm going to stand and what I'm going to look at. Now it's my turn. standing on 34, looking at 19, and here's my swing thought for my spares. My swing thought for spares is just stay above the equator and do not hit the ball. Just swing the ball. I'm not standing on the lane for 30 seconds waiting. There's too many thoughts can creep in your mind when you're standing there waiting to throw a shot. All right, so here's some more mental things for the mental game beyond that. We've talked about pre-shot routine. We've thought about making your decisions in the pit area before you even get up on the lane. Get up on the lane. Think about your one swing thought that helps you throw a good shot, and then go. Now, you've thrown your shot. Now here's your time to stay mentally sharp. You're looking at the ball and watching the ball. Well, here's what I call evaluating the shot. Was my speed right? Did it cross the arrows in the right spot? Did it cross down lane where I wanted the ball to go? And then did it strike, or what pins did I leave? I'm evaluating what the ball did to help gather information for the next shot. Sorry. But it's important. It is important to evaluate your shot. It's important for you to gather that information so you can make a decision about your next shot in the pit area and not on the lane. So you evaluated the shot. Did I cross the arrows in the right spot? Was my speed good? Did I hit down lane? Did I strike? Where did the ball hit in the pocket area? Did it look good? After I've made that evaluation, give yourself some time to react. Now, this is going to sound very strange, because you would think I would step up here and tell yourself to be calm, don't be mad, don't be sad, don't be angry, don't be down on yourself. I'm not going to say that. We're humans. We have emotions. So allow yourself some time to have some emotions about what you did. 10 seconds. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to have some emotion about what you did. Dadgummit, I should have thrown that better. I can do that better. I should have slowed down. Why did I do it that way? Have some emotion. It is okay. Be happy and excited about what you did. If it was good, give yourself 10, 15 seconds to be happy. If you're mad, give yourself 10 seconds to be mad. And then after that time, forget about it. You can't do anything about it. Once that ball leaves your hand, there is nothing you can do to improve the shot you just threw. But what you can do is improve the next one. If you have a spare, now it's time to focus in on how you're going to pick up that spare. If you've got some time and you've got another shot to make on this, you're now focused on the next shot. What move am I going to make? How am I going to make things better? I have evaluated. Now it's time to make a decision on how to make the next shot better, and you make it in the pit area. Do not make it on the lanes. And you've given yourself some time to be human, to be angry, upset, mad at yourself. Don't be mad at the lanes or what the lane did. Be mad at yourself. Be happy with yourself, whatever that is. Evaluate, and then be a human. Okay. Sorry, I'm having to look at my notes again, most of my videos are unscripted. This one I want to make sure I get right. So now you've done all those things, and you're in a position to make a better shot. And since I haven't thrown a shot in a minute, I'm going to throw one right now. I'm going to do my pre-shot routine. I'm going to stand on 22. I'm looking at 9, trying to get it to maybe 4 down lane. That's where I struck last time. So there's 22, there's 4 down lane, there's where I want to be at the arrows at about 9. Stay tall and stay slow with your first couple steps. Make a decent shot, which I did. So now, what do you tell yourself when you're on the lane? So here's me. Here's where I fail. Is I grab a ball, get lined up, know where I want to throw it, and then I tell myself, don't throw it to the right because it will just stay out there or it's going to hook too much. Don't throw it to the left. It's going to cross over and leave you some kind of split. Don't launch the ball too early to the gutter. It might go in the gutter. Doubt talk. If you're going to talk to yourself, make it positive. Don't start thinking about all the things that you don't want to happen, because what your brain is wired to receive that information, and that's what it's going to do. A couple weeks ago, well, maybe a month ago, I had 11 in a row. And from previous games, I noticed I could not throw the ball to the right. If I threw it to the right, it was going to overhook. So I stepped up and went, okay, don't throw the ball to the right. Well, my brain heard, don't throw it right, so I'm going to throw it left, which is exactly what I did and got an 8 count for a 298. If I had just stepped up on the lane and focused on my one swing thought of staying tall and staying slow, focused on my target at the arrows and down lane, I wouldn't have had any problem at all. I'd thrown 9 or 10 out of the 11 strikes were nearly perfect. But yet, I tell myself, don't throw it to the right. So I then proceed to throw it to the left. Make sure you're careful about what you put in this brain, because this brain is amazing. The amount of information the brain can process in a very short period of time will blow your mind, literally, pun intended. Don't tell yourself all the things that you don't want to happen. Tell yourself the things that you do want to happen. So I'm going to throw another shot. My pre-shot routine, wiping off my ball. I'm going to stand on 22, looking at 9, trying to get it to 4. It's my turn to go. All right, stay slow. You got this. That's a little to the right, but it's a house shot, so it strikes. Positive self-talk, not negative self-talk. If you get up with a 10 pin and go, man, I hope I don't miss this to the left, or man, I hope I don't miss this to the right, or man, I hope I don't miss this 10 pin at all, you're going to miss the 10 pin. I nearly guarantee it. If you start guarding against things that you don't want to happen, those are the things that are going to happen. Your brain is amazing. So, in summary, let's get our mind right. Let's think positively. Let's do our pre-shot routine so we stop the brain from actually thinking so much. Focus on one thing. Focus on that pre-shot routine. Focus on finding that spot on the lane and never taking your eyes off of it. Your one swing thought, for me, it's stay tall and slow. I guess that's really 2, but it's kind of the same thing for me. And then don't let negative things come into your brain. If negative things start entering your brain, take a beat. Put your ball down. Get yourself right, thinking right. Then throw your shot. Evaluate. Did I throw it the right speed? Did I throw it at the right spot on the arrows? Did it hit the spot that I'm looking for down lane? And did it strike? Make those evaluations for yourself. Give yourself some time to be human and have some emotion, whether it be happy or mad or sad. Don't damage any of the equipment and don't damage yourself. If you're mad, give yourself 10, 15 seconds to have an emotion. Then start making decisions about your next shot. The mental game in bowling is super important. One of the things that I am always working on, because I am not mentally strong, is how to improve how I feel and how I look at my bowling game. You need to do that too. I will recommend a book by Josh Blanchard. It is a book on psychology. Josh Blanchard was a PBA professional who had a very strong mental game, and he knew that he had a very strong mental game, and so he wrote a book to help people. So go look up Josh Blanchard book on bowling, and you will find that on Amazon or wherever you buy books. It is pretty deep, it's pretty detailed. I do recommend that book, so go and look for that book today. It will help you out. There's a lot of stuff in there that's probably too deep for me, and I'm having to read it over and over and over again, but that's okay. So if you're new to bowling, maybe this video was a little step up from where you're at. If you're an intermediate bowler, hopefully this kind of helped you. And if you're over 50 years old, you especially need to work on your mental game, because things in your body are changing and you've got to make allowances for those things. And one of those things is trying to stay mentally sharp and no self-doubt talk. Only positive things. Positive things will make you a better bowler. So I'm going to throw one more shot for you. Hopefully it will strike. Oops, see, there's not something positive. This ball is going to strike. My pre-shot routine. Standing on 22, looking at 9, trying to get it down to 4. I am going to throw a good shot. I'm going to be confident. Slow. Oh, that was nearly perfect. That's what positive self-talk will do for you. If you like what we're doing, please like our channel and subscribe. It really does help us out. We're either right over 5,000 subscribers or maybe just shy of that right now when this video comes out. We need your help. We need bowlers to be able to find our videos to help them improve. So if you like and subscribe, that helps with the algorithm that YouTube uses to show our videos. So I want you guys to have fun, stay mentally sharp, and good bowling.